Welcome to the Drum Lounge Podcast.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Drum Lounge Podcast. I am your flam drag, gritting, finessing, mastering host, Jeremie Foster.
Your red, black, white, and red host, Bryon Russell. Here in the game, baby.
Yes, sir, man. And we're here with another episode, man. It's been a crazy weekend, I feel as though. It was a long weekend for me. We had Monday off. This past Veterans Day, so shout out to all the veterans out there. Thank you for your service.
You had Monday off.
So,
no,
you didn't.
I work for a 24-hour, 7 days a week facility. They get arrested.
Mm-hmm,
yeah,
got you.
If you can get arrested, we can work.
If you can get arrested, then we can work.
Imagine if the sheriff's office took a day off. It'd be like the purge.
Right.
What?
Shout out to financial services. Shout out to PayPal and us having automated systems that can work while we're off.
No shout out to law enforcement. No, I'm just playing.
And criminals. Y'all got
shout out
to
to the criminals. Y'all the reason I had to work. so congrats. Y'all fired too many fireworks.
But I mean, speaking of criminals, Tuskegee Homecoming was this past weekend. And they had a tragic incident of someone just deciding to shoot on campus,
man.
Like in the middle of homecoming. That jump was wild
Crazy.
to see,
It
man.
sounded like a war zone. I saw a video somebody posted.
Yeah,
and
just nonstop shooting, bro. I'm like, what's going on?
Like even not getting into it. Like who, what, why was there a target at a HBCU homecoming? Like everybody in life knows that HBCU homecomings are for get-togethers. You see all your people that you knew in the past. Maybe that was it. Maybe somebody seen somebody they had beef with in school.
He's like, bro, y'all should know what the spirit of homecoming is, so you shouldn't even feel the need to bring a gun to homecoming. Like, bro, and if you do, you should know when not to use it, bro. Like, I'm sure, like, whatever the situation was, did not cause for a gun to be shot
all
at
honesty.
all.
And even so, there are young adults at that institution. Like, why in the world would you possibly mess up what their future career is over whatever personal beef you have? It was so crazy.
Prayers to them, man. I heard one person was killed and a lot of people were injured, so definitely prayers to the person that was killed and their families and everyone who was injured.
For sure. And shame on the criminals that decided to destroy such a prestigious event.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Man, we need some feel-good transition music.
You see what I'm saying?
We're going to have that in the future. For have a band playing like Outstanding, have Cooking playing Outstanding. Oh, yeah.
All right, next episode.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, man, it was B2A. A bunch of B2A this past weekend.
Weekend. Boy, what?
All weekend, it was a lot of B2A, man. If you don't know what B2A means, just look it up. If you know, you know. Urban Dictionary, man. It was a lot of B2A this weekend, and we about to get into it.
Band-wise and drumline-wise.
Clark and Morehouse.
Yeah.
Clark
Let's
and
go ahead and
Morehouse.
get into the ghostwriter of the year, Nas Foster.
I love that name, bro. I love that name. Nas Foster is hard.
Good man. I tell you, anytime you hear somebody, and it's actually a true statement. Every time somebody has popped out with a new cadence, this man reposted on his Instagram. And it's like, shout out to Norfolk State University for playing my cadence. Yeah, man. Congratulations to you, but go to sleep.
No sleep when beats need to be written.
Yeah,
man. It's time to change these beats out there. I'm tired of playing beats, man. But no, definitely shout out to Clark Atlanta. They played my new cadence. The name of the cadence was Punch, man. So shout out to Clark. And shout out to Morehouse too, man. They came with the energy.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, oh.
What I always sleep on with Morehouse is very traditional when it comes down to their cadences. Now, granted, I have seen them play some cadences that I thought were other people's. Like, I've seen them play some Alabama State cadence. Well, I thought it was Alabama State. Now, when I see somebody else play it, now it's kind of like, oh, where's the origin?
Yeah.
They didn't do that in this battle, but I have seen that before. I haven't seen that from Clark.
I do want to do like at least one round of each drum line.
They only did 2.
Yeah.
Look at that.
No. They did a couple.
That boy skipped the first cadence.
Nah, which one?
He skipped the first cadence that they did.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what that bit sound like because I ain't never seen this viewpoint. It was definitely rushed. I will give them that. They tapped that bit off at 300 BPM.
So they tapped it off. They started it off at.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but you know, energy is high, adrenaline going.
That should be for the person tapping off. Yeah.
But then it also gets faster as the cadence goes on.
Yeah.
So
the person tapping off you need to be the one leading the pack. You can't be like, the cadence.
Yeah.
I always tell my
exactly.
students or my section leader, when you tap off, before you tap off, take that deep breath. Say how you want the cadence to be heard in your head, and slow that bit down from there. So for cadence, pull that bit back from that tempo.
Exactly. You got to do that, man. Hey, that goes for the Cookman section leaders too. Classic coming up,
man.
And you're gonna want to tap that bit off extremely fast. Don't do that, and make sure you do that. The section leader flip.
Yeah, boy.
Tim continued it. I was like, let's go, Tim.
I'll be the one to Nah.
Even when I did it, bro, I did that junk off the whim. And that bit came out perfect. I was like, let's go.
And I was imagine me locked up next to her, like, well, this motherfucker think he hot. I only had one shining moment in 2015 where Jeremie went out there and did his feature solo because Jeremie is Jeremie, and he wasn't in line. His stick was in the air. I was like, now's my chance. Let's go. I didn't even get to dip it off. I just got to hit the cowbell twice. But whatever. I started everybody. So hold up, wait a minute, wind me up. You hear me? The hell?
Nah, that was a lit feature, man.
Which was amazing, by the way.
Exactly.
That was a lights out feature too. Ooh, no, we called it.
That was
first 48 because that whole thing got reverbed.
In like 48 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. That was Oh, I don't remember none of that. I don't remember none of that. That the whole drum set setup part. Yeah. Nope. Oh, that's gone. Yeah, yeah.
All right, never mind. Wait, I got.
Yeah, something like that.
I was the guy that remembered all the parts. So remember that. Dang,
yeah,
what's that part for
the music nerd?
Jugland.
Just knew it. Right. We're gonna show Clark playing Punch. Then we're gonna show what Morehouse played, and let's see what these boys did.
It's Jeremie's cadence. I do hear it kind of speeding up a little bit. Ooh. You got the tenors and the basses talking in the background. Well, hold on.
Shout out to Clark. Shout out to
you.
Clark.
Clark too, but yeah, shout out to you. You made that.
Appreciate it. Hey, shout out to my boy Q in the middle.
Oh, you know him? That boy got a blood mask going on. I got a question after this.
Question.
All right. Is it Morehouse an all male school?
Yeah, but their band is comprised of both Morehouse and Spelman members.
I kind of knew that, but I just wanted to make sure that everybody else. I don't know if anybody ever thought about that. Morehouse is an all male school in Atlanta. Oh, I don't know if it's in Atlanta. Where is it?
That's in Atlanta too. 5 minutes from the house.
Okay, so it's probably his own city. So Morehouse, Georgia, is all male, and Spelman is all females. Clark Atlanta is a mixture of both, right? Oh yeah. So there you go then. So I was curious because I saw the girl over there on tenor, and I see it's another girl over there somewhere, and I see one of the boys in blue over there in the corner.
Yeah, the Morehouse do their thing, man. So shout out.
Y'all, it's very hard to keep Jeremie's interest when it comes down to these cadences. You gotta, before he click off the video, your stick gotta blow up. But no, but like you said, they both did their thing. Definitely, let's just go ahead and throw this down. Clark got the dub, and that's
Clark,
not just
Clark
because of the beats. It's just the material. They were a lot more diverse with their stuff. They had, I don't want to say they had tempo issues, but they had different tempos, and you can't really get away with doing this and thinking that you're gonna be on top dog. Now, granted, Morehouse still put up a fight, and they didn't back down from the challenge. But you don't normally see them in the battle world, so you really don't know if you don't really know if they if they into that thing, but. They did it, and they went out there and they did their thing. So that's why I used to say, well, I was saying earlier, Morehouse and their history and prestige is something to look forward to. But Clark definitely had it. I don't even think Morehouse had quits.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, they came fully traditional, like fully 1980s. Not even a tri-tom, like they came just snare, tenor, bass cymbals.
But they did it though, so I guarantee you.
But they. Exactly, I like their energy. I for sure like their energy. They also had the thing of like everybody not having the same thing on, so like that's always just a ick in my eye.
Clark or Morehouse? Oh yeah, Morehouse. Jackets and jump.
Morehouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Some folks had jackets, some folks had t-shirts. So it's like that kind of also ruins everything. Yeah. So, but shout out to Clark, man. The cadence selection that they chose for the battle was just top notch. It was some cadence I didn't even know they knew, and they was killing them. I was like, okay. I mean, of course, it was some dirt areas, but just the fact that they were, just ready for the battle and
did their thing,
had the material to back them up. Back to the B2A list.
All right, B2A, Clark Atlanta Morehouse, check.
Southwest Cab and Pepperbrook.
Yeah, I have definitely heard of Southwest Cab, and we've had conversations in our podcast prior to. But Pebblebrook is a new school that's coming on the scene. Joseph Galloway, I believe, this is his first year over the line, or if not, maybe his second year. And I've never heard of the line, but they definitely made a statement in that battle.
I've definitely heard of Pepperbrook, and they had a history of like just being that like big band. Like they always have like a good number of members in their band, in their drum line, but the talent is usually not enough to be talked about in Atlanta high school drumline culture. But with Joseph being over there, it may be some different things because he seemed to be taking them in a different direction. So I definitely want to bring some or show some footage. But Southwest Cab, Southwest Cab is still Southwest Cab. Them boys, man. Oh my God. I'm just a huge fan of Morris Bryon, and so Southwest Cab is like the perfect drum line to play all old Morris Bryon material.
First off, just look at this photo of them standing here menacingly.
Bro, like just the name of the drum line is Death Row. All of their accents are just at 24 inches, like just all the way up here. But they playing every beat with just absolute intensity.
Standing there menacingly.
Like that's how you do it.
They got this one cadence. I think I was talking to you about it. I think it's called like Z Force or something like that. The
Z Force.
Oh my God, that cadence
that's that
is so
one, boy.
Iconic to me.
That's like peak. We played that in the Hawks for Atlanta Hawks. That jump made me want to just.
I'm talking about hit the drum as hard as you can. Break your wrist,
bro. What?
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't think they played this in this video, but definitely that's one of my favorite ones. Southwest Cab.
Yeah, that was is a beast at writing just those story like cadences, man. And that's what we need more of. Not just basic beats, not just basic. Here's a section of stuff. Here's a section of stuff. Now let things transition well for each other, man.
So
But nah, let's see what Clark Atlanta. I mean, I'm talking about Clark Atlanta. Let's see what
That's how you know they mistaken for a university. Look at that.
Right.
What type of Clearwater Dasani?
Shout out to the tenors, bruh. I don't get it. I don't know how their tenors are, tonals are just so water. It's all good. Yeah, that. I love the way the tenors are tuned.
Yeah, they still got
like that's how it should be. Oh, they played the second one. And they just yell out the cadence.
It's just kind of fire, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like this cadence. The second one. There we go, tenors. Yes, bring back the tempo stroking of the with the double time rock. I mean the cut time rock. Yeah.
Look at him. Oh, this y'all. This is Pebblebrook.
There you go, Pebblebrook. You know what? One thing that kind of got me here is like, well, first of all, yeah, I thought the snares were tenors, so I thought it was just hella snares out here. I got hyped instantly, but then I realized, okay, here these four are snares, these four are tenors, and also they just don't have a formation for real, like just a feature formation to make things look a little better.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, this looks like their block. Everybody kind of in line. I would prefer if they had the tenors maybe somewhere else, because like you said, I couldn't tell either. Like off of a picture, it's like, dang, them boys raw. They finna come out there with 8 snares,
bro. Exactly.
You see,
at least
slam
right. Yeah. Maybe slant the tenors, slant the cymbals, and everybody else.
But I mean, hey, if he likes it, regardless, as long as the beats are being played,
exactly.
Beats were played.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Nah, let's see. Love their tenors.
Thank you for downrights. Keep downrights alive.
Yes, man. Downrights. Keep it alive, man. Shout out to just keeping the tenor form and actually stroking the drum, bro.
Symbol of fire. Hold on.
They're going crazy.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many bases they got? That one loud tenor note.
I love that one accent. I love that. I love when South Carolina State do that joke, bro.
Them like 6 strokes now. A little money on those.
Yeah. Then you got your challenge cadence. Nah, I gotta go to that Morris Brown, or at least the first part was Morris Brown cadence.
Play the part where they be like, now check this beat.
Oh my God.
But anyway,
oh yeah, they do get it.
My fault.
Well, nah, let me find a bit. It's like a little 3/4. Them niggas just went to going stupid. I'm like, all right, now,
you make me want to get my drum and call all my Cookman buddy.
What?
They think they too good.
Damn. Where is that?
There you go. That's the change they beat.
Yeah.
D. Woo, come on, man. Not check this beat. This is a Morris Brown cadence?
No. It's a.
You just thought it was fine. You just couldn't click off.
Oh, here we go. Nah, here we go. Oh, I guess it's the beginning of it. Yeah, it's the beginning of what we was just playing. Yeah, this first part is from Morris Brown.
Dig it. Oh, no, it's talking about. The famous this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how Ludwig is.
For those
Let's talk about how Ludwig is just taking over the percussion world.
Yeah. Like literally everybody is opting for Ludwig now. That's so surprising. And then they just take it and do their own thing with it.
Yeah, man.
In the most Southwest Cab way,
so,
which is a good thing.
Without no grading scale, great job from both schools. Let's get that out of the way.
Definitely great job.
Great job. Southwest DeKalb was phenomenal with their beats, and they had so many spots. And for me, on the outside looking in, my biggest thing has always been from Southwest DeKalb is their beats got to be some of the most nastiest beats I've seen. I think, to me, Southwest DeKalb is everything you do in a freestyle by yourself, just put into a drum line.
Yeah, that's also can be a con for them.
And it has been.
Because they try to they squeeze a lot of beats within the 4 beats that exist within the measure. And sometimes trying to get like more than 4 people to play what you would play in a freestyle or play like these extremely sticky and complex beats, trying to get more than 4 people to play that junk can be tricky and will be dirty. It was hard trying to get us to do it in the Hawks drum line, playing these same exact beats. And it's like, we're not going to be our cleanest because we are doing some wild stuff right here. But it is fine to see them.
Right. And my point in saying that is way back then, they were playing some of the same. Well, if not, I think all of them they played before. And back then, they used to be like 11 deep in every section and completely dirty in way more spots. This time they played it, they were not as dirty. It was almost, I had to look for dirty spots. Now they were there, but I had to look for them. Now going to Pebblebrook had some great moments. And I know that the instructor there, Joseph, is his first time. Not first time being an instructor, but his first time there. This is the year where, like you said, he was setting the foundation, and that foundation is definitely there. I couldn't tell that you all never had an instructor by how solid everything was. This is probably something you didn't even notice. But the first thing I noticed is how the hats were evenly spaced off between everybody. Stuff like that matters, man. I said it last podcast.
Exactly.
People are gonna see you before they hear you.
I really appreciate the fact that they actually teach form with their tenors. Like every single one of their tenors stroke their drum exactly the same. And I absolutely love that. Like everyone is coming to their face, keeping their stick straight as they stroke their drum. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, and they're still carrying on the leg tenor tradition. Like, yes, thank you,
Jeremy. The downright.
I don't know, but for me, man, exactly. Because we had those at Doug, man. Like we used to spray paint the bottom of our tenors with like a skull on it, like so that we could, like whenever we do a tenor visual, like we would show the bottom of it. And it'd be like a skull, like that was some old Douglas.
And go to jail later on for threatening to kill.
Right, selling jail.
So now, continuing on with that conversation just a little bit, I guess it got heated in the percussion world. I guess prior to, there was people talking junk about the battle. Again, this is not something I'm people do. I didn't even see it. But I guess it was people talking crazy about it. And now that the battle happened, you know, if it's not Southern style war drums all the way down and people throwing their arms out of location, playing their drums, people don't really talk about it that much. But
if it don't consist of bumps, if it's not bumping,
crank,
exactly.
Funk, or whatever the words is, it doesn't really consist of a conversation, which is terrible, man. It's just The drum, it's the way that the drum roll is shifting, and I completely understand that. But beats are beats. Next on the, who's this?
B2A list.
So Southwest Cab, Pebblebrook, check. Jackson State versus Mississippi Valley. My boy, my guys, brothers in arms. That thing was nasty, boy. I'm talking about. This is mostly band conversation. Now I've seen some percussion conversation too. Dang, boy, I want to tag you in one of them. But anyway, we ain't worried about that. So anyway, band wise, man, Jackson State has always, well, for the past year or two, has really been like the number one band in the HBCU band world, next to Cooking. Mississippi Valley came out there with them hands. I'm talking about. They never sounded this good at no other show ever. You can tell it from the first song that was played. Yeah,
what? Hold up.
Come on, man. That just ain't fair. Anyway, so they came out there with the major hands, man, and it was wild because I didn't see it coming.
My house.
I just immediately thought it was gonna sound bad. It was gonna have cracked notes. No, not at all. And the second song, by the way, that you're gonna go to was my second choice of the fifth quarter. But you can play it now, and then we'll just do the other one. Yeah, because that junk is nasty. Okay. Let me see the second one. Yeah.
Mostly Mozart.
Oh,
Mostly Mozart. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah,
that
I gotta thing is that. Nasty.
So let me see what Mississippi come with.
Hold on. Nothing but crank, boy.
All right, let's see what they come with.
Look at that huge band. Just pure.
And it's not like a common song, like Mighty Wildcats or something that we would just
and again
come through something.
You're right, and again, it's pure. Like all this is pure sound coming out of there, man.
Like not a bad note at all.
Yeah, not that I can hear anyway. Percussionist.
Yeah, exactly.
Tenor Jones just
10 tenors.
Tenor Jones. Please.
Right.
That just a natural southern thing when the band director turns around while the band's playing. What you gonna do? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, they caught that.
And if you saw that coming from Mississippi Valley, and you say that, you're lying. Because I know I did.
Yeah,
now
exactly.
Listen to this Hebrew boy. Oh my gosh, this young ain't fair. And they about the same size too.
5 basses. Oh. What? Yeah, this one of them like you about to flex on y'all songs.
Yeah, we're a band.
Yeah,
we're a
like,
band.
like we're a group of actual musicians.
And they all are playing too, man.
It's like they cranking Flight of the Bumblebee.
Ah. Yeah.
Oh my god! Imagine hearing this in person. Like
they that loud. I think this is one of the big games too, because that's Mississippi.
Yeah.
They're both in Mississippi, so.
What, like funky Mozart? Okay, yeah, we don't know that run. We don't know that run though. That's okay. Yeah, we ain't know that run in the middle, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, you don't know. Okay. You don't know. You don't know it. All right, we back. Oh wow, yeah, man.
It went crazy there. Nah, shout out to Jackson State, boy, because anybody that can crank a rendition of like just some classical music is just like, fire.
Imagine getting past that in the band room. The first thing you gonna think is,
right? How does that even work on paper? As a trumpet player,
my thing is, if I was a band director, and maybe because I'm a percussionist, so I'm thinking this: if I pass out that music, I just know my students are going to look at it and be like, "Man, I want to play this mostly Mozart.
Bruh,
man, I'm trying to play Long Live Quan." You know what I'm saying?
What?
but then you hear it finally come together, and it's like, "Oh yeah, nah, we playing this," and you can tell when a band wants to play something and when a band doesn't want to play something. But that band actually wants to be greater musicians, and that's the product of it.
They love playing that quality of music. And I wonder if like Georgia Mass Band have some influence on that, because you know Georgia Mass Band, whenever they do their performances in the summer, they always play like outwardly. Their music selection tends to be very unique for them, and they go outside the box. So they might have started a new thing, a new trend where bands are playing playing theme songs, playing like whole just other stuff outside of just songs and stuff.
Well, now that I think about it, I believe that one of the band directors from Georgia Mass Band, I think one of them's from like Texas Southern, another one's from Talladega. I feel like no, I don't think any of them's from Jackson. Jackson, I think they be like them MAAB ones or Memphis.
No, it's somebody from Jackson
in Georgia.
Yeah, it's somebody from Jackson too.
Oh, well, he's probably the one that was on the podium.
I forgot his name.
Man, I know this is the Drum Lounge podcast, but with drums and with collegiate drums comes a band, and I wanted to make sure I brought that in. But definitely, shout out to Mississippi Valley. Now, if you got the opportunity, you ain't doing nothing. Go on there and pull up Jackson State playing 5 on it. You don't even gotta watch the whole thing. Just go to the part. Just go to the trombone break. Yeah, you pull it up. I just for everybody that's watching this, that's watched that, you're welcome. I did this for you. I did this for that subscription. That, by the way, you ain't clicked the subscribe button yet. We gonna have a problem? We gonna have a problem?
Stupid.
Oh, you put that 5 on? Yeah, boy. Hey, all I need you to do.
For them tubas. Bro, imagine being in the stands across the field, and you just hear the tubas go to playing that jump back to back.
Tubas, boy.
Whoa. I'm like, oh God, let's just go home now. Like, let's just go.
Boy, you got an A, good. Like, did you hear that, bro?
Them tenors are just.
What's the secret, man? Do I need to take my medicine?
Bruh. Do I need to crack my arms so I can extend them further?
What type of stretching routines y'all go through? Again, none of this. The rest of this sounds the same. I just need you to hear that trombone break part. Cause that part before it's coming up now, so it don't matter. I just want to point this out too. Jackson State has such the perfect stadium for a band battle. Like, look at that.
Total band cranking.
Like
they get to be in the middle, like right at the bottom where.
Yeah. All of the fans are in the middle of they call it the horseshoe, and you got Mississippi Valley over there on the other side. Yeah, man, that junk ain't fair.
That's fire.
All right, let me ride up. This is the only part I wanted you to hear.
They just come in with that.
Like, bro, why haven't they been doing that?
And that's their only
Yeah, that's the only
part.
part that changed. But
They just cranked them.
right here. You hear the crowd reacting to that, bro.
Yeah.
Like that is the wildest thing. And you know what's crazy? It's so simple. But like, why haven't you been doing that? What were you waiting on?
Bruh.
Somebody said that because Mississippi Valley plays 5-1 and 2. I actually don't know who played it first, but I think Valley. No.
Oh.
I think Valley might have played it first, or Jackson State, one of them. But somebody said they brought it out this year just for that specific reason. Like, they played that, so we're gonna go ahead and crank this thing at y'all. And Valley played it again afterwards, but it was literally the exact same thing. They just had a different percussion part, which was really not that much of a surprise. Jackson State played a song called Law and Order too, but In the Ghetto, song of the year, boy.
In the Ghetto, that one.
Like,
Yeah.
like, come on, man. That junk ain't fair. In my head, I'm like, dang, why? That's one of them North Carolina A&T moments when, like, I hate A&T drumline because A&T always do something, and but I always think, dang, why did I do that? I told y'all I'm an A&T hater, man. Why did I think of that first? You know, A&T doing all these things. Speaking of A&T,
Where they at?
where y'all been? Like,
Where A&T been at?
Like all this, everybody used to have these big talks of how great North Carolina A&T is. I'm not taking that away from you all, but
all of our time in college, the conversation was nothing but A&T.
Yeah.
Like, A&T is the top drum line. A&T is running things. A&T is killing recruitment.
I didn't say that in college.
And
We didn't
they
say
were.
that in college. That was just what people were talking about.
We definitely. That was just that was the high school conception, but
people were talking about
in
it.
college knew what was the facts. But
Who was on top?
where's A&T at?
Shout
out to Harvard, man.
I'm gonna say shout out to you too, but screw the line. No, but I'm saying that because like I see a good little bit of them on social media. Like they'll post a little clip of them playing like a old cadence that they played, like a marching cadence or something like that. I guess they just performed on TV. They had I don't know if this is old or not, but I saw Marshawn Lynch just pop up with a drum on. But my thing is like in person wise, like I'm not seeing any in game footage anymore of you all.
No clips and nothing. Like they used to do like the do like a professional shooting of one of their cadences. Like they used to do that. I used to look forward to that when I was in college, so I can see like what we back to work with when we play them. Like they'll do like this. I actually they did that
I was
cage
just about
cadence.
to say that, brother. Like that happens to be the most iconic cadence that my kids to this day talk about. But now, like, where are they now? You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a video of well, not even a video. I haven't seen anything of in person North Carolina A&T in forever. You know, Cole Steele not taking anything away from you all, but you kind of gotta bring your name back up in the conversation
to where we've known them to be, because you know A&T always been that conversation of they're just the Steph Curry, like they're everyone wants to be like them. If they had a jersey, if every drumline has a jersey, kids would get the A&T jersey, like that kind of thing.
They used to be the conversation of who they want to put Cold Steel up against, like Cold Steel versus WT. Cold Steel versus Cold Steel versus $1 million. That's like Cold Steel used to be the LeBron conversation and LeBron and Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So it's just they was a Michael Jordan. So you know, where are you now? Well, I would like to see you all.
Where they at, man? Where they at, man? Don't tell me talent done slipped, because that'd be a sad that'd be a sad to know that the era is gone. They had a good era. It started in about 2012, 2013.
They were cooking with grease.
It was cooking for a good little time.
So,
see, that's the thing about consistency.
You got it.
Consistency,
keep it up.
bro.
And even, you know, granted, every college gets a different type of person every year. You know, you might have a great players one year, and then the next year you have nothing. And I think that's a big thing to do with the scholarship money they offer too. They don't be offering nothing,
bro. Nothing. Living
witness right here.
I remember when I auditioned. I went up there with some of my homies, man, and we just went up there. Well, I just went up there for a road trip, and I was just like, I guess I can audition. But some of my homies went up there to actually audition because they really wanted to go. Man, I auditioned and did literally the same audition pieces that I did for Mr. Wells, and they gave me $500.
$500 is crazy.
$500, like, so that means $250 for fall semester, $250 for spring semester.
What?
And that's a year. And but that was one of my intro to computer programming books for $250.
That's your trip to get up there. The numbers got bigger this year. Let's not take that away.
Yeah, that is
now,
true.
I'm saying that, like, as far as the hype wise, some kids do go to school because of how much money they're offered, and some kids do go to school for the prestige of the school. But there's some kids that go to school, myself included. I went to Cookman for the hype of what the band was. Like, I knew how great the drumline was. I knew how great the band was. That's why I chose to go to Bethune-Cookman and graduate from Bethune-Cookman. So you're going to lose that aspect of children that want to go to your school because of how great you are, because they don't even know how great you are anymore. Like, I would hate for a kid to look at a 2012 click and be like, oh yeah, I want to go there in 2030. It's not going to work like that. And
they not that good anymore. Don't even exist.
Yeah, man. So, hey, y'all, I don't know, man. Block up on somebody. Just,
do something, man. South Carolina State pull up the Battle of the Border, bro. I remember that used to be such a fun time when South Carolina State and A&T used to do their little Battle of the Border gym battle. What happened to that, man? What happened to that?
I think, you know what? That might be the reason why they're not posting that much. Ain't they like in a completely different conference now from black people?
Yeah, football wise, but it's like y'all can at least post cadences. But yeah, that is true too, though. That's true.
Like,
something, bro. Like, we used to like that job, man.
From yours truly, a hater. Let's make it happen, please.
Right now, man. Switching topics, pivoting a bit. Let's talk about Greek life in the band world. We got a couple of letters across the both of us. I know you crossed a couple of organizations. We can talk about that.
Yeah, man.
Myself, I crossed almost everything under the sun. Find Me Alpha, I did freshman year. SSP, we did that in 2014. I did Alpha Phi Alpha, Mu Phi Sigma.
I forgot you did Mu Phi Sigma. God, dog, man.
And a bunch of no, that's about SYI. We did SYI, the drumline section, and they all had impact on my band life. Yeah, good
pun intended.
For sure.
So I can say, and just to say it out there, I did not cross through the section within the section at Bethune-Cookman. At the time that it was happening, it was a lot of things that were segregated in the line that really kind of pushed me away. Granted, this conversation is about the Greek life aspect of it, not just necessarily the letters, but I did not do it, and I chose to do SSP because I thought it was going to better myself. And it did. I learned a lot of things when it came down to what Snare Sci-Fi was able to entitle. I do believe that I would have learned some other things if I would have did the section inside of the section, SYI as he states, but I just didn't do it. And then it got towards the later years.
You can still get down.
I can.
Still get down.
At 30 with a kid, I might just get down and be behind bars. But I mean, I don't know. Life can always make different decisions. The one regret that I do have for not doing the section is I feel like there were a lot of things that I could learn from the section that I led, or learn about the section that I led. I feel like there's a lot of cadences that we chose to teach that I didn't know the history about. Or things like that, and he knew way more than it. But again, at the time when it was the opportunity to be able to do it, it just was a no for me. I wanted to make sure that was the point. And then my first year, I was failing too. Like, I wasn't going to classes, I was failing my group, so it was a lot of factors that were going into it. I just had to make sure I got a degree. All of that happened. I wanted to make sure I stated that because he said it, and there was a whole bunch of other things that he did as well. I was never into the pledging aspect because the only thing I knew about was KK Psi, which was not at the school at the time, which is now
exactly.
We should have been at the school when we were there because I wanted to do it. So
exactly. Hit us up.
But yeah, so I got into the Boys in Blue, the great Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. I did SSP, and I think that could change like your lifestyle in the band. Because I will honestly say I was just a body number before I did anything. Yeah. And then once I did my process for Phi Beta Sigma, I did it in spring 16, and then fall 16 was like my band year in there. I think that made quite a difference, and I felt like it gave me more of an influence. I became part of the dance committee. I was part of the dance committee. My voice actually mattered. You know, out of all 300 people that were in the band, it was like 15 of us that were our own little clique because we were brothers. I just think that really gives you like not just a voice, but a face in the band, especially a big band.
It definitely does. It definitely does. And I can give a perspective of someone who crossed a section and someone who crossed like a fraternity. Even when you cross a section, I kind of get that feeling too. Well, at least in 2013, because I crossed Impact Southern S5 in 2013, and that was back when the respect you get from crossing your section was still like, oh, okay, you did Impact. Okay, wow. And back when I did Impact, people looked at me differently. Like people were like, "Oh, okay, you got down. Yeah, you one of them." And they just look at you with the superior look.
Yes, sir.
And that's when I found out. Okay, yeah. Number one, I'm about to be section leader, and number two, nobody can fuck with Impact. But definitely, what you said about after crossing Greek and how people just interact with you. You know, after crossing Greek, you know, joining different organizations within the band, people actually listening to what you got to say. Like if you're talking on the podium to band members and junk, people actually like want to listen. Exactly, because they know that it's going to be a Sigma party later on, and they want to get the tickets or free drinks at the party, so they listen tight shut. Exactly. Whoa. It'd be weird, bro. It's definitely weird, man. Folks be thinking they could just get free tickets because they in the band too to Greek parties. It's like, no, you're not getting a free ticket because you're in the band. Like you still got to pay.
Give me the cash. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Exactly. But I totally support though. I totally support Greek participation in the band. I mean, it just furthers the camaraderie.
I encourage it. Do it
within the organization,
especially if you're a section leader.
Definitely do it.
If you're a section leader, I think that makes even more of the difference. Like you're a section leader leading the band, and you're also a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Kappa Alpha Psi Omega Psi Phi Phi Beta Sigma Iota Phi Theta. You're a member of any of those NPHCs. Phi all the SPOEX and all of that going down. You're a member of that, and you're also leading the band. Your resume is nasty.
Shout out to the Greeks, man. Shout out to all the Greeks. Shout out to the Alphas.
Y'all, if you in college now, man, go ahead and you have an inquiry. Just inquire to your people.
Before we go to the fifth quarter segment, what's your favorite rudiment?
But you're popping up these questions out of nowhere. Hold on.
We can section this off too, so we could do like your standard rudiment, like the 40 standard American rudiments, and then your favorite hybrid rudiment.
Ooh, okay.
Let me see. I gotta think. I definitely got a favorite hybrid rudiment, but I gotta think about
which is crazy because there's so many hybrid rudiments in the world. Yeah. And it's only like 40 American rudiments. That's the hardest one. If I had to pick my favorite 40,
and then play it, of
course. He tried. This man is trying me like I just.
No. I'm saying like because I don't want to just talk about it. It's a drumming podcast, so I just want us to jump into.
What do I play a lot? It's a. Dang, but I don't know why the 40 is so hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to just pick one neither. I'm gonna just say, man. I'm gonna just say a pat of fly fly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
No, you can pick that one.
I got it.
Well, I don't know. I'm jumping off the gun on this one, but I'm gonna say a pat of fly fly because that one is probably the most. To me, this is a pat of fly fly. I don't know how much of this thing you can see, but it's 16 note pattern, 1 E ender, 2 E ender, and then you put a flam on the first and the last note. That's a pat of fly fly. Learn your 40s, ladies and gentlemen. So playing it all together. I think the reason why I like that one is because playing it fast, it just.
Yeah, it gets choppy.
You can just nastify it and do everything with it.
Exactly. Especially when you start to incorporate diddles in that same just pattern flat rhythm, it gets weird.
Woo! A choo-choo is a paradiddle. All you do is put a flam on the third note. So paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. And if you didn't know, all a hybrid is a mixture of two rudiments put together, or multiple rudiments.
Exactly.
So, if you did not know that,
now you know.
Mr. Ori taught me that.
There you go, man.
Now you, Mr. Foster of the BYOS videos.
No, man, my favorite, I'd say my favorite standard is probably the Lesson 25.
Oh.
Only because I remember when I was in high school and I was, trying to master all of my 40 rudiments. The Lesson 25 was the one that I could play the fastest. Like, I could play it the fastest because it was just easy to play fast. And then the second one was the Swiss Army triplet.
Okay.
So when I was always, in my mind, I was always like, okay, yeah, when the band director, when it come audition time and the band director asks me to play that rudiment, I'm going to play that junk lightning speed. but yeah, the Lesson 25, let me see, hopefully y'all can. Either way, you can see my hand.
The Zymox, boy. That's a good sounding Zymox.
Right. Basically, with Lesson 25, it's a 16 note pattern. But the first note, if we have 4 16 note, the first note of that 16 note is a diddle. Then we got 2 taps, and then the last note is an accent. So we got. And that's a Lesson 25.
That's one of the few rudiments that you can say and has nothing to do with what the rudiment is.
It has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all. But it's super easy to play, and for some reason is a standard American rudiment. So my favorite hybrid rudiment is the slap 5. I just do that junk all the time. And that comprises of the it's like a triplet version of a cheese, which is flam right left. So we got flam right left. And that's a right flam starting it off.
What's this rudiment called again?
Slap 5.
Oh, you know, that's the one that I've never. I think I seen a guy from Fort Valley make a video on that one. Oh, I didn't even know that one. See, there's so many hybrid rudiments out there. If you all are watching, comment down below. What's your favorite rudiment? What do you like to play?
Right,
what do you? And to me, my favorite rudiment is something that I can play. Like if I freestyle, I just randomly play it all the time. Like I'll be in my freestyle just. I just always come back in there knowing that I'm playing it. So what's yours? Comment it down below and tell us why.
Nah, man, we gonna transition to the 5th quarter segment. And for those of y'all that don't know, 5th quarter segment is when both of us pick a band song or a drumline clip from either this past week or an old drumline clip or throwback that we just play on the pod. And I got one for today from FAMU, unfortunately. They sorry at. But this past weekend I was listening to them play Sing Sing Sing. And again, man, that percussion part that they got to that song is just top notch. I actually got a percussion view, their drumline view of them playing this song from this past summer. And yeah, man, they killing it. So this FAMU playing
One of my
Sing Sing Sing.
students actually told me back in the day that Sing 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 was a percussion feature.
Ready? Yeah.
That's why. That boy Tyreek.
They got the Atlanta Football Classic drum head in the back still.
And that boy busted a
They ain't had that since like 2012. Cat.
Oh, this is a homecoming.
Oh yeah, this homecoming, yeah.
Why that boy drum so?
Wait, it was in the summer, though.
That boy drum to his belly button, ain't it? Ooh, look at Alana. That boy John. I'm sorry, my bad, y'all. Florida kids.
Bro, the cymbals are doing tat 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 tat. Like what? The tone is just singing in the back.
Like this.
What?
Imagine being an alumni playing snare. Your goal is just to
Just to whack the drum. Like, you don't care about chops, you don't care about nothing else. Just whack the drum.
Hey, go back to Tyreek, man. That boy got that form. Go back to Tyreek. Woo! You see that clear drum?
Yeah.
Come on.
You don't see white boy going crazy?
It's got to be fun learning that form. There you go.
It's like, I don't like how they just let their hand just...
Yeah, actually, I do. That y'all is
Because, like, everybody's hands be
the
different when
boys
they
be
do
like-
it.
sticky.
I don't know. I just feel like everybody's hands be different when they do that.
I think they do too, and
But-
that's one thing that's why I despise FAMU, and I never say that they're better than Cookman because they do things that that
exactly.
you cannot get perfected. Earlier, you had made a hit to Jackson State playing mostly Mozart, and you said it sounded like they were playing Flight of the Bumblebee. I'm glad you said that. My fifth quarter is Jackson State playing Flight 76. Right here.
Okay.
Come on. You hear the Flight of the Bumblebee reference, right?
Right. Oh my God.
That you doing this while you listening to it. Imagine how embarrassing it is. Look at the percussion players at the bottom.
You just gotta sit there with
That's
it.
tragic.
I'm a crab face.
Ooh, I bet you ain't hear that too, but
What do you do? Oh, okay, now.
Now listen to this gigantic skate, 5-run skate. Right here.
Okay, Quint. They yeah.
Whatever. Hey, I liked it. Yeah. I'm a fan. This wasn't for him, it was for the fans.
Nah, man. Shout out to Jackson
Yeah,
State.
man.
For sure.
They
caught
definitely
that.
like top band for sure. Can't take that away. There's people gunning for you though. So if you gonna be up there at that
Exactly.
level, you got to make sure you execute.
You better keep it up, man.
Get your sticks ready. The next episode, cause I'm coming with more fire. All we did was turn the stove on. Now we about to throw the grease on that thing.
Exactly, man. Bring your sticks, bring your pads, man. Next year we're gonna get back into it. Lounge and Chop number 3. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Please follow us on Instagram, the Drum Lounge Pod. Please like, comment, subscribe on everything, man. We need more engagement. We need more participation.
Yeah, man.
Please.
It's a drummer's
if
world,
you
man.
want to say anything, talk to us. Man. Talk to us.
It's
comment.
a drummer's world. I can't believe we got all these drummers. Look at it. I can't believe we have all these drummers that are watching this thing and we're not getting any questions and or comments. Now, remember, y'all, both of us are section leaders. Both of us graduated from an institution that's up there. Somebody has to have something. So engage. Let us know what you're thinking.
Let us know, man.
We're here for you.
But I always remember, if you practice today, good job. Here's a cookie. Go practice again. If you plan on practicing today, but you just didn't get to it yet, why wait for something that you can do right now, man? Go practice right now. Go practice. But if you didn't plan on practicing, you ain't even touch your drumsticks today, you are
the banging note is crazy.
Trash.
Canned water. Be safe,
y'all.